Let's take a look at NIO. So NIO stock price is currently hovering around $61, and right now we're down a little bit slightly for today, and this is after hours, but it's not too big of a deal because obviously NIO is more of a long-term play and it's competing with the other electric vehicle companies out there such as Tesla. And I actually did a video recently on another EV company that's also in China that's competing with NIO called Xpeng, and they're actually much cheaper in terms of the actual car, as well as the market cap is much lower. So if you wanted to check out more details on that, I'll put a link in the description. But so far, NIO is definitely one of the dominating electric vehicle companies out there. And let's just take a look at some things that are going on, because it did see a little surge earlier this week, but now it's taking a little dip. And let's just check out some things right now. So first of all, Yahoo Finance is stating that NIO is looking to expand, and they're saying it's buying. But again, this video is just for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice, so make sure you do your own research before making any investments. But pretty much it's stating here that it actually already did announce its partnership with the, I can't pronounce that, HEFEI, Anhui municipal government in China, and they're planning on building a new energy vehicle industrial park, right? So now NIO is actually currently based over here in Hefei, I guess you can say it, or Hi-Fi. I don't even know how to pronounce that. But in short, they're pretty much looking to expand their current setup. But one thing that was actually interesting is that, let me just show you really quick. And this was actually posted quite a while ago, but another rumor that was spreading around was that NIO is actually looking to expand in America, the U.S. market. And if they're able to get in the U.S., they're going to do some real damage to Tesla, because, again, that's just my opinion, but if they can get in the US, I mean, that's going to be humongous for them, because, Americans, currently right now, Tesla is the only car company, EV, that if you're in the major cities, you probably are the only one you see right now. Now, do I think that's going to happen in the next year? I don't really see that happening the next year. Obviously, we got, the pandemic, quarantine, and then obviously, there's a bunch of things that have to go through for Chinese companies to come over in America. But if that is something that ends up happening in the future, then definitely I'd be very bullish on NIO. But currently right now, they actually had this, and if you were keeping up with NIO like super close, you've probably seen this post before, but pretty much there was a LinkedIn job posting that was essentially looking for someone to take care of the growth in America. And you can see this person actually tweeted the LinkedIn post. Apparently it's saying that it's actually deleted now. So yeah, it says that it's now deleted. So technically you can't even find this apparently, but this is what they're pretty much stating is work with American companies to develop American business strategies, and then, combine the model, etc. Pretty much in short, expand NIO to the US. So I think it's interesting that they actually posted this and deleted it. I don't know if that's like a maybe a marketing strategy just to hint at people saying, hey, we might be expanding there, because technically there's a lot of connects over in Asia of people who are American that could easily have got this position, and they don't have to actually currently be in America for that. But definitely that's pretty interesting there, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people were actually more bullish on NIO, just because. And this was posted literally 2 days ago when I'm filming this. But another thing I wanted to share with you is something that is quite interesting, because obviously if you have been keeping up with Tesla, is Tesla expanded over to China as well, and this article is talking more about the other, obviously there's NIO, but there's the other Chinese electric vehicles like Li Auto that are currently battling out with Tesla over in China. So this article, I'll just try to give you like a quick, I guess, summary on it, but pretty much you obviously Tesla's been gaining ground in China. And one of the things that, at least to my knowledge so far, Tesla has, you have to actually plug in the charging, and basically you have to wait there, kind of like a gas station, except it's electric, right? So that's very popular in America, because obviously America is much wider in terms of like how things are structured. Usually travel, multiple hours to get some places. We have massive highways and whatnot. But over in Asia, the way people, at least according to people over there, and anyone over there can actually make a comment, correct me too, is majority of them live in more closer or, tighter building areas. So think of like a downtown area. So if you're living in majority, let's say for Asia, at least people are stating is they live in more apartments and condo style. So having you plug your car into some sort of like plug-in charger, gas station style design isn't really that efficient for people who live in those type of apartment complexes, right? But for Americans, if they have like a house, it's on the first floor, that's no big deal. You just plug it in your garage, just outlet, boom, you're done. But over in Asia, obviously NIO, they have the actual battery as a service, which actually, let me bring that up really quick in case you're confused. So here I brought it up. Basically, it's a battery subscription slash swapping out your battery so that you essentially can just go drive your car up to the little setup they have, little battery station. You get basically the battery swapped out, and I think it said 3 minutes. Maybe they're optimizing that time, but when at least last time I checked, it takes less than 3 minutes, give or take, and then you're off and you're ready to go. And they also had the ability to where you can purchase the NIO car without the battery to save you some cash up front. And they essentially have the sort of like the subscription thing, right? So that's pretty interesting here. And then you can see their pricings. Obviously, this is not in American USD. So if you wanted to check it out, you can actually, convert those. But, here, like the battery subscription, you can save up to basically 980 per month RMB. And then you can see here is pretty much like, this is what kind of like a graphic of what it looks like. But I think in terms of like Tesla's weaknesses is, if that becomes like an issue in terms of like charging your car, then I feel like these Chinese companies are just going to dominate, because obviously they know their place, they know their competitive edge, and they can optimize it to that. So unless Tesla adapts to it, but then in the long term, I can see these Chinese EV companies just taking over, right? Now, the other thing that's interesting is actually BlackRock. This is a recent post too, and you're probably seen this too, but if you haven't, they actually reported a 15.31 increase or percent increase in ownership of NIO. And that is a humongous chunk of NIO that they just increased. So if this company right here, this hedge fund is looking into NIO, then definitely there's something that they have their eyes on. So I wanted to share that with you. And aside from that, if you did want to receive up to 2 free stocks valued up to $850, you can actually go down the link in the description below and sign up through the link on Webull. And if you deposit $100, then you will get 2 free stocks. And this is a limited offer, so I'm not too sure how long it's going to last. And these could be valued up to $1,850. And you can check out more details on how the actual stock goes, but you're basically guaranteed 2 free stocks at the current time of this promotion. And then also one of these could actually be one of 100 of Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat stock, and then you have 1 in a 50 chance of it being Google, Procter & Gamble, or Kraft Heinz, etc. So it's companies of that magnitude. And then also if you were to deposit $100, you would get the 2 free stocks, and then I would get it, and that helps both of us. And if you're interested in that, go ahead and click the link in the description. And aside from that, if you're new to the channel, I'm posting more updates on the market and what's going on with the news and everything. So if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.